Alright, ladies and gents, this is take 5. Not for any technical difficulty reasons, it was just because I'm rambling tonight. And I don't want that on my videos. Hold on, I gotta take a swig of the good shit here. Gotta get some of that bleach in my system, you know? No, I'm joking. Colon cleaner. But in all seriousness, that's just not distilled water, it's in that bottle, but it's sink water from the well. We have well water here. No, I don't like to drink bottled shit. But anyway, figured I'd change it up. You know. Oh, before I say this, I'll have the links to my social medias in the description. And for those of you that may have clicked on the BitchUte link to go to BitchUte, I just haven't uploaded there yet. But I'm just getting in a habit of putting that in the description so I don't forget in the future. Because very soon I should be getting my webcam in the mail, and then I'll upload. Might still film from my phone sometimes because I don't really have a good setup in here to film from. If I want to film off my computer, I have to go in a separate room or either, you know, sit over here in some weird way or stand up or something. So I'll film off my phone sometimes. But I found like it's hard for me. I couldn't figure out how to get them. I know how to do it. I just didn't think. I don't think I can get the video files off my phone to put on YouTube. I run into a problem every time trying to copy it over to my laptop, so I just fucking gave up. I was like, I'll buy a webcam. So, I can't upload to BitchUte from my phone. You have to do it from a computer, and I don't have a webcam. There's one built in on my laptop, but it doesn't work for some fucking reason. But anyway, I just want to get out of the way. And, also, I just want to break up the sci-fi content for a while. Not sci-fi, but space-related stuff for a while, so people don't think I'm turning into Secure Team 10 Part 2. You know, I had some, I believe, 2 new subscribers a couple days ago. A guy subscribed to me named Matt. I think it was his username. Matt something, and then there was a dude who was another alien guy. And I started thinking to myself, oh shit, I'm turning into Unirock. Fuck my life. No, but he's a pretty cool dude. I had a conversation with the Matt guy. He was trying to tell me about reptilians. I was like, oh shit. Fucking lizard men, man, bipedal geckos in my backyard with zap guns. No, in all seriousness, it was a pretty cool conversation. Which I'll probably make a video in the future because he got me, Mr. Matthew, or whatever your name is. I can't remember your username off the top of my head. I'm very sorry, but I might do a video about that, actually, later on today or tomorrow, about the reptilian thing. Cause, you know, I can only upload so many in a day, and I already have some stuff planned out for today. It's 4:30 a.m. and later on today I want to upload some stuff because I have to wait, you know, 2 hours for. I can only record one at a time because my phone's video recording time restrictions and data and like hard drive space restrictions too. So I can upload maybe one now, and 3 hours later after it uploads, I can do another one, and you know, so on. Delete the one off my phone and do another one. So it might be tomorrow if I do that, but it's been very soon. It won't be too long, like within the next day or so. I'll do a video about that because it is an interesting topic and it's a very interesting theory to talk about. One that I don't necessarily believe in or buy into completely, or at all. But it's one that I believe elements of it, but I don't believe there's reptilians. I do believe that there's aliens watching us now, as I said in my previous video. But it would be interesting to go into the history of the reptilian theory and David Icke creating it and how it got started and blew up and things like that, and you know, and it's sort of it's just interesting. So I might do a video on that today, or I will definitely do a video on that either today or tomorrow. So just look forward to that, Matt. But anyway, to get away from the sci-fi stuff for a minute, go back to the main thing here that I've been doing a lot of my videos on. That's philosophy. I want to talk about, or not necessarily philosophy, but just odd topics in general, things people most commonly don't think about. Like there's that video I had called "Death is a Good Thing." Who the fuck would think about something like that? Take a twisted son of a bitch like me to do that, I guess. But oh shit. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the reality. You know, what makes. I'm wanting to talk about predominantly dreams here. And why a dream is no different from the reality you perceive when you're awake. people say that, oh, that's dreamland. The real world is here. Well, I disagree. I think that both of them are the real world. One's just different from the other, because one's within your brain and one's within the other. And you're probably wondering, well, why do you think that? And I'll tell you why I think that. Because I have lucid dreams quite often. And within a lucid dream, you experience all 5 senses as you would in real life. You can quite literally talk to people in your dream that have their own individual personalities. They have their own interests, their own families, their own livelihoods, their own aspirations in life. They have their own ambitions and things. And quite literally, they are people that your brain has created instantaneously on the spot. As soon as you fall asleep, your brain will create different personalities for different people that you're going to meet in that dream. And I had a dream the other night, actually last night, about, what was it? It was a friend of mine whose name won't be mentioned and one whose will, because I've already mentioned his name on the channel before by accident, but which is Cody. The other one, though, won't be mentioned. And my transgender friend is like one of my best friends from Poland. Him and Cody are like my 2 fucking best friends. And I had this dream that him and Cody and I saved up some money from... We were making money offline off of various blogs and things, and we saved up all of our money, and we were living in this house together. Now, how the fuck that makes any sense, I don't know, because my one of my friends lives in Poland, of all places. So, just had to get the thing going there again, get the brightness back up. But, I don't know how it makes any sense, but you know what I mean. It's like, it felt real, We bought a Winnebago, and we went on road trips together and anyway, and then I don't know, it was just cool, It felt like real life. And who's to say that it really wasn't, When you wake up, and when you're awake every day, don't you experience those things? Isn't your, who's to say that when you're awake every day, it's not a dream, it's the real dream, and when you go to sleep at night is when you really are awake in the real world. It's totally, I know that's not a fact, but as realistic as your dreams are, it can almost be perceived that way. And isn't that all that matters, is the perception of reality in the end? When you fall asleep, you perceive it as being real. And the people you talk to have their own personalities almost, in your brain, when it creates these different personalities, they're damn near sentient and conscious themselves. It could be. You could be talking to what is within your brain a real person that just doesn't have a body. It's just a separate personality that your conscious mind has created, or unconscious, subconscious mind has created for the sake of that dream, So you're talking to sentient people within this dream of yours. I mean, who's to say this is not reality? You experience everything you do in the real world when you're asleep anyway. It's just the real world that you awake from. Come back into this reality from. And really, when you think about it even deeper, you don't wake up at all. Really the way I view it is when I go to sleep after I make this video, I'm going to go to sleep. Go to sleep. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm laying down. Actually, yeah, waking up is what quotation should be. Falling asleep should be the real word used here, or words. But when I fall asleep, I'm going to lay down in a minute and watch everything slowly fade to black. And then I'm going to awaken in this dreamlike state, where I'm then going to do things in that dream, carry out dream activities within whatever I'm doing there, and then I'm going to fall asleep in the dream. Because don't you notice when you're about to wake up and come back to the real world, so to speak, that everything around you starts to sort of fade to black, Everything starts to get a little hazy. You start being able to hear your alarm clock outside your dream or in the background or something. And you begin to hear people talking in the background, and then you wake up. Isn't when you're falling asleep into your dream the same way? When you're falling asleep, when you're about to go to sleep, you hear stuff in the dream. You start, hearing things going on in the dream as if it's reality that you're waking up into. And you fall asleep and everything within your dream is perceived as reality anyway, who's to say it's not? Here's what I think it is. I think that when you fall asleep, you're just going into another reality. It just so happens to be one that's in your brain. Because your mind is such a powerful computer to the point it can create a one-to-one simulation with reality anyway. So it's like I'm saying, who's to say that it is reality? You could take a person right now and put them in perpetual sleep mode, where they never wake up again. I'm not talking about a coma where they're brain dead and they don't experience anything like a vegetable state. I'm talking about just make them go to sleep perpetually. Inject them with a drug where they sleep forever. And induce a lucid dream in them, and they would never know they were asleep. They'd have no idea. Everybody around them would say, oh my God, it's so sad, they'll never wake up again. But that person asleep in that dream wouldn't know it. Because in their dream, you're all there. Their families, his or her family is there. They got the car, they're living the big life, the lavish life, and they have no damn idea that they're having a dream. Have you ever read the tales, the stories of people that say they have sex with their wives or whatever, or their husbands in their dreams? And the sex that they feel is 10 times more orgasmic and intense within that dream than it is in real life? So once again, who is to say this guy doesn't even realize he's dreaming? To him, it is real life. Because it's so similar. It's practically the same thing in your dream as it is in real life. This man's probably, if you put this man to sleep for the rest of his life, he's probably got a wife in that dream, kids, and it could be the same thing as in real life. He could have just, when he goes into this coma or does whatever, say he's got kids in real life and a wife. Well, he could just fall asleep and have one of those dreams where, you fall asleep in your bed and you wake up in your dream, and in your dream you get up out of that same bed you just fell asleep in. The hell is that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Something's creaking back there. But anyway, it could be one of those situations where you fall asleep, you wake up in your dream, and you are greeted with a reality that's very, very similar to the one you just fell asleep in, where you wake up into the bed you just fell asleep in and you get up to your daily routine within a dream. You could have a situation like that, and this man could quite literally just live his daily life in his dream, and then he really wouldn't know he's dreaming. Then to him it would just be real life. So once again, it goes back to what I said toward the beginning of this video, about 3 or 4 minutes in, where it's perception of reality that determines what is real or not. Not what everyone else perceives as reality. It's a individualistic thing. It's not a collective thing, and there is no such thing as this collective 100% infallible real reality. Because you can go on a computer right now with a quantum computer, and you can create a simulation that's a one-to-one identical copy of this reality, and you'll say, well, that's not real. Meanwhile, all of the NPCs within, or all of the not NPCs, not non-player characters, all of the people within this simulation that have their own conscious minds and sentience, they perceive one another as being real. They perceive you as not being real, because they don't even know you're fucking there, because they're within a simulation. And if the whole theory that scientists have now about us being in a simulation is true, well, what does that mean? Well, that could very easily just mean that it's in simulationception, in a will, simiaception or whatever. You have some guy on a computer looking at us like a little creations. He's like, well, these people are not real. We perceive ourselves as being real. We create a simulation that perceives itself as being real, but we see them as fake. It's just strange. I think that we just should be more open-minded to the idea that there can be more than one reality, wherein it's just that's the way it is. I hate to just be blunt about it, but that's the way it is to me anyway. That's my opinion. You don't have to think that, but personally, I believe that there's more than one reality, and there's just, to me, that's the way it is. Good luck changing my mind on that one. But I just think, honestly, we should be more open-minded to the idea of it, I don't expect everybody to believe it like I do, but you know, we could at least be a little bit more open-minded to the idea that possibly there's more than one reality. And if we are living in a simulation, then what's on the other side of the firewall, so to speak? What's on the other side of the computer? What's on the other side of that screen? Is it another reality just like this one that someone's made, or is it some reptilian, like it's told about at the beginning of this video? Matt, hey Matt, is there a reptilian on the other side of that computer that made a simulation? No, I'm joking with you. But, tell me, man, I gotta know. I'm joking with you, though, in all honesty. I ain't picking at you. I think all that stuff's kind of funny to some extent. Not like in the sense I'm making fun of you, but, you know, it's just funny, strange. The ideas people come up with. Like, I'm sitting here talking about my beliefs and things, and to a lot of people that would be perceived as odd as well. Which I'm an odd person anyway. I mean, you know, who else would make a video talking about death in a positive light like I had in my other video, you know? Takes one weird son of a bitch to do that, and I guess I'm the man for the job. But, you know, I think I got the point across. In the end, I guess the moral of the story here is reality is, at least to me anyway, I think it's a fact that just people haven't arrived at yet. I think personally that reality is all about perception. It's perception based. There is no one reality. There are many, many, many realities, and it's just there are some that we haven't even discovered yet or haven't perceived yet that are out there that exist that are perceived of by themselves, and the people living in said realities understand that is their reality. They see it as being real, but we don't see it, so we don't understand it. Or either if it's like a dream state, you do see it, but you don't realize it's real still. You can't wrap your head around it. It's too much to wrap your head around to think about such things. But yes, it's just I want to make a video about it because it's just something that piques my interest. And I'm about to get cut off on my camera. You know, 17 minutes and about 30 seconds I get whacked. So 17 minutes and 6 seconds in. Once again, you can find, if you listen to me all the way to the end, I thank you for listening to my fucking ramblings. I'm going to set up the Patreon probably tonight. If you don't want to donate to me, I don't care. You know, I'm not going to ever block anything off. Everything I'm ever going to do is free, including the music I'm going to make and things like that. It's all going to be free. I'm just going to leave links to it below. It's just all the shit's optional. I don't really care if you donate to me or not. You're still my friend. You're still my fan or whatever. So, yeah. And, you know, I feel like there's not enough stuff. Oh, my God, it's recording past 30 seconds in. Holy shit. I feel like there's not enough stuff on my channel to warrant anybody donating right now anyway, but I just want to have stuff on there. I just want to have it for future reference. I ain't going to fucking make the thing in the future. Because I know if I keep up this YouTube channel, I'll reach a point in subscribers where people will ask me to make a Patreon or something like that. And I won't have it, and I'll have to make it then. Fuck that. I want to go ahead and have the thing made, get it out of the way. And hell, in the meantime, somebody might want to leave me a donation, just but be generous, and then they can, because it's there. It's just something to have that's there, you know. It's not something that's going to be mandatory, as I previously said. But, you know, just I'm about to turn this off, you know. And quick reminder, you can find my social media stuff in the link in the description below. A link to my non-existent BitChute account. I don't have any videos on that yet. Got to get the webcam, which is coming in the mail. Don't worry. It's just for some fucking reason delayed. It's probably a month before it gets here. But as soon as it gets here, I'll start uploading to that BitChute. And yeah, I guess I'll see you dudes in the next one. Peace out and see you later and whatever, alligators. Alright, fucking see you later, dude.